We gather here once more for the 10th time, not merely to sit in one of our typical hearings, in order to file one of our usual committee reports, but for something far greater. We have convened again because we cannot and we must not lose sight of the purpose that drives us, the pursuit of justice for the victims of illegal drugs, for the victims of pogos, and for the victims of extrajudicial killings. To help remind us of why we dedicate so much of our time to this task, I ask you to remember the name of Kian de los Santos, that young man, that minor, whose life was tragically cut short by a bullet fired in the dark. We are here today for Kian and for the countless innocents like him who died in the name of a misguided, bloody war on drugs. To our people and to everyone here, I say enough. Enough with the gaslighting. Enough with the distractions. Enough with the squid tactics. We cannot be knocked off course by words meant to confuse or mislead. At this point, there is one voice we must focus on, one that was used under oath in the halls of the Senate. Last week, former President Duterte himself spoke before the Senate and the nation, and in his own words, took responsibility for the blood spilled in his war on drugs. He did not deny. He did not deflect. He admitted that he gave orders that directed our own police forces to encourage suspected criminals to fight back so they could be killed. Under oath, he told us this without shame and without remorse. This was not hearsay. This was not a speculation. This was a declaration from the man himself. He went further. Under oath, he admitted to the existence of the Davao Death Squad, an entity with a lethal mandate that was replicated around the whole country when PRRD was elected president in 2016. But the former president did not stop there. He pointed his finger at the sitting senator, a member of our very government, and named him a part of the DDS, not a Duterte defending senator, no, but a member of the notorious Davao Death Squad. Ano ang sinabi ni PRRD? And I quote, yung isang senador, yang nakaupo dyan, si Senator De La Rosa, Death Squad rin yan. End of quote. And now comes this familiar refrain. It was all a joke. Biro lamang daw. But I ask you, my friends and my colleagues, I ask you, who makes jokes under oath? Who laughs while mothers bury their sons? Who finds humor in this horror? This is no laughing matter. The lives lost, the grief that lingers, the blood spilled in our streets, these are not punchlines in a cruel joke. These are lives, young innocent lives taken from us. But perhaps we should not be surprised. Perhaps we should not be shocked that this sacred issue, the sanctity of life, is treated so trivially. For we have seen time and time again how human life has been cheapened, how easily these men speak of death, how casually they wash their hands off the blood of the innocent. As Proverbs 31 verse 8 and 9 reminds us, and I quote, Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. End of quote. We are commanded to raise our voices for those who cannot speak, to seek righteousness for those who have been silenced, and to demand justice for those who have suffered unjustly. This, my friends, this is why we must not falter. This is why we must not rest, why we must not turn away. We have a responsibility, not only to the victims, but to our nation. We must continue this work, unyielding, unrelenting, uncompromising. Mga kasama, we have the statement of the former president. We also have testimony and evidence that corroborates what he said under oath. Now, we must hold to account those who have perpetrated these heinous crimes. Now we must ensure that the cries of the oppressed are not drowned out by laughter, that the dignity of human life is restored, that no one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. And as we press forward, let us remember this. We do not stand here alone. We stand with Kian. We stand with his family. We stand with a 3-year-old killed by a stray bullet in Cebu. We stand with a 9-year-old killed in Caloocan, and the death certificate showed that he died of pneumonia. We stand with a tricycle driver gunned down just because a drug lord rode in his tricycle. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand with every victim of this dark and bloody campaign. The banality of evil must come to an end. We stand for those who cannot speak, for the voices that were silenced too soon, and we stand with the promise, the solemn vow, that we will do everything in our power to ensure this never happens in our country again. So with hearts full of resolve and eyes fixated on justice, let us continue this work. For if we are to be remembered, if the 19th Congress is to be remembered, let it be not for the jokes or the gaslighting, but for our dedication to the truth, our commitment to justice, and our compassion for those who suffered. Mga kaibigan, maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
I am Arturo Barricade Las Cañas, a retired policeman of the Davao City Police Office, Philippines. I was born in Davao City, December 16, 1960. I am making this video recording certifying that I am the one who affixed my signature, Arturo Barricade Las Cañas. I am the author of this sworn statement, composed of 156 pages and 295 paragraphs. It is my own free will in accord. Walang nagtuturo sa akin, walang nagtatakot sa akin. It is my own free will. It is this sworn statement is my own making, which has the following conclusion. Based on my personal knowledge and experience inside the Duterte Death Squad, or Davao Death Squad, for more than 20 years as police intelligence operative and investigator for 34 years in 8 months. The following are my conclusion. A. I say and declare honestly and truthfully that the person of Mayor Rodrigo Rua Duterte and his son, Paulo Pulong Duterte, are directly involved with the illegal drug trade in Davao City. Mayor Rodrigo Rua Duterte is in partnership with Michael Yang in Sami Oy, and Pulong Duterte in partnership with Charlie Tan. Mayor Rodrigo Rua Duterte also had police innovators in the person of Bato, former Colonel, Police Colonel Ten Bato de la Rosa, and Wilkins Villanueva in the illegal drug trade. One, Mr. Michael Yang is a Chinese national with business in Davao City, the DCLA, around the 90s. Based on my enumeration of cases above, Michael Yang is a drug lord in the boss of Alan C., the manager of the Shabu laboratory that was raided by PDR in December 31, 2004. In 2012, the Shabu laboratory workers inside the Green Heights subdivision were also monitored to be reported to Michael Yang's DCLE office in Davao City. So Mr. Sami Oy has an import-export business in Davao City. He also owns a big cockpit arena in Matina, Davao City. Mr. Sami Oy is Mr. Michael Yang's patron friend in Davao City. I know it through Mr. Michael Yang's customs broker, Mr. Randy Usman, my friend and associate in smuggling activities in the port of Davao in year 2012. Randy Usman was Mayor Rodrigo Rua Duterte's deputy mayor for the Maranao tribe in Davao City. Also, in the massacre of subdivision construction workers I discussed above, Sami Oy was a participant in the said murders deep in Laod Quarry. The DDS group of the Duterte Death Squad group, on orders of Mayor Rodrigo Rua Duterte, erased the workers because they informed the police